First of all, they look so easy to work with, but they can be so delicate. Sometimes you have to open them. I can go into this more later, but these large ones, often I'll open them by turning the layering of the petals over on top of each other in the reverse direction. It will help them open. Then when you're working with them, particularly the large ones, you want to get your hands very wet, and then you can manipulate the curvature of the stems. The smaller ones you can also, but because the stems are so much slimmer, they're not such a problem in how they hold their shape. Next, when you're putting them together, I like to layer the bigger ones with the smaller ones in between, so you get some nice negative spaces happening along with the ones that are adding projection. You can't really be pulling them up and out when you're making a bouquet the way you can other flowers, so you need to kind of go slowly when you're placing them, making sure that you're not really going to have to be shifting how they're standing in the bouquets. Next, because the stems are all going to be the same, you need to make sure that they're cut really straight. As these flowers age, the stems will start to break open. So you need to make sure that you always leave the stems a little bit longer when you're putting them in water, and maybe before you do your final wrap, you give them another trim. So leave them longer. I usually do anchor strips on the top and the bottom, and then after I do my first anchor strip, I'll sometimes go through and do a second layer of outside calla lilies, particularly small ones, to kind of line the edge of the large ones so it looks nice. Then you do your really straightforward wrap, going down the stems with the sticky tape, keeping it so that all the stems are really nice and straight and tight together. Next, go through with another series of cutting. Make sure you're turning the bouquet as you're cutting it so everything ends up being really straight across.